Voter suppression and intimidation are felonies here in Wisconsin, but that doesn't mean someone won't try it. Experts say they've already seen it this year and expect more on Election Day. Jamie Perez joins us now to explain.
Right. Well, we hear a lot about misinformation and intimidation happening. It's been happening, and it will likely continue to happen throughout up until Election Day. Now, here's what experts are saying, what to expect from it, and how you should respond.
There are laws in place to protect your rights at the polls in Wisconsin.
If anybody uses force or threatens to use force to prevent somebody from voting, or if anybody tries to put somebody in a state of duress to prevent them from voting, that's a felony in Wisconsin.
Attorney General Josh Kaul wants poll workers on the lookout for that, especially in a key state like Wisconsin.
We do expect to see armed militia groups before, during, and after the election. The places that we're most likely to see extremist activity are battleground states.
The Southern Poverty Law Center brought awareness to voter intimidation and misinformation today, hoping not to alarm, but to inform. Their website maps out exactly where hate groups exist nationwide. Here in Wisconsin, there's about 15, most of them in the Milwaukee area. But you don't need to face a physical threat to experience SPLC's other concern, misinformation.
Research consistently shows that a mail-in voting does not have a voter fraud because there is no evidence.
UW-Madison professor Youngmei Kim has studied election integrity for 5 years. She's found it's mostly non-white voters who face the biggest challenges leading up to Election Day.
Non-white voters in a battleground state received almost 10 times more voter suppression messages compared to white voters in non-battleground states.
That's amplified by mail-in voting. The ACLU found that people of color are more likely to vote by mail than white voters. And with so many absentee ballots to count this year, the SPLC will be watching Wisconsin even closer than before.
What we are committed to doing is making sure that every vote is counted, and we expect that if there's any effort by state officials or other bodies to stop the count, especially when we know there's so many outstanding that could make a difference, we're going to be involved in opposing that in some way.
So if you plan to vote in person on Election Day and see somebody there that's trying to intimidate, their best advice is to not engage. They say let someone at the polls know that that's happening, and if that doesn't settle it, then contact police and report it to the Wisconsin Elections Commission.